Good afternoon, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome back to Avowed. After exploring the city of Thirdborn, meeting up with our fourth companion, Yatzil, we moved on and cleared out a bunch more of the desert. Now we have a little bit more to work our way around before we get to the main quest and the Queen of Terror, the archmage who awaits us, apparently turning the desert to ice. Very concerning. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. Well done getting through. Get yourself a warm beverage. Come join me. Oh, it looks how I feel right now. It's another warm day here in the UK. So, we have the very trapped ruins, and then essentially just working our way around. Up there. And then to Ringrim's domain. Let's start with a load of traps, which surely I'm not going to walk into all of them. Perish the fort. I probably will. Immediately to the ground. Oh boy. Danger. Do not pull this lever under any circumstances. Well.
You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you?
Listen. Listen. I had to do it. I'm so happy it didn't hit me, but man, that's fantastic. Oh boy. Oh, and there was the hint. Because there was a lever ahead, and it swung down and killed that guy. That's a great little bit of show, don't tell.
Capo's been busy. I should have known he couldn't sit still.
Apparently felt
someone else so active in their twilight years.
He felt happy enough to come and trap this whole dungeon. I got the impression he did it while he was younger, but there we are.
Wouldn't want to be near those when they fall.
Oh, that means they're likely to fall, aren't they? Oh boy. Game says here, some electric grenades. You're gonna need them. Are these gonna fall on my head, or? Oh, it's a wire. Nah. Okay. Oh.
This one's mine.
Woke up the spiders. That can't have been a part of the trap. Ooh, fancy skeleton. Tanky skeleton. Get out of it. Nah, once your healer's gone, should be alright. Harried monk. Still makes no sense. Say it till we finish the game. Skeleton healer. Very silly. We're clear. Bandit's journal. Rumour has it some old man in Thirdborn has a bunch of treasure in an old godless ruin. Me and the lads are gonna go find it. Damn, the old man has a lot of traps in here. Can't find the treasure though. Where's it supposed to be anyway? Man swears he just heard a bear. Told him he's full of it. Bears don't live in the desert. Everyone knows that. We've already seen a couple bears. Still, if he did hear something, we better be careful. Don't like the looks of these rooms.
Bandits, probably. Bet they had no idea what to expect.
No. Seemingly not. I mean, at this rate, neither do we. Why? Jumping puzzle across the swingy beams now? They look like playground stepping stones. Oh, yep, okay. regardless of how it's going to be, it's not going to be like a Remnant 2 trap room. That was horrifying. When you saw those streams. Absolute nightmare. Now, these going to fall. Run! No? We're good? Alright. Oh, hang on. It looks like we're going that way. What's in the other direction, then? Oh, this opens back round. Why, what was that? I heard it. I didn't see it. Oh, spinny blades. Oh, very nice. Okay. Anything round this way? Naught of note. Some are up there, though. Maybe a way to disable the traps would be nice. Or just a lowly mana potion. Right, they shoot arrows. They shoot arrows. There's a chest in the middle. Okay, I see the wire. Disarm that. Oh! Okay, we do the side dodge. Wait for it. Oh, I triggered the trap! Luckily it doesn't do loads of damage. You two! Please! How do we trigger another one? Stop! How do I... It's just in the wall, that one. Alright, we keep his head down. Surely this will be safe. Watch the first mimic of the game.
Growing old quietly. And then there's whatever this is.
Okay, that led round to the other rooms. Let's clear in here and then head back. Sneaky healy potion. Drink some mana. Drink some mana, gain some mana through drinking. I'm for encumbered. When did this happen? Right, let's start dismantling then. Yes, I have not been as on top of it as prior streams. Yep, just big ol' chest pieces all over the place. There we go. Much better, much better. Just screaming in the background. Ah! No. That was the box, not the thing coming down. It's okay.
I'm not used to quiet. You asked for it.
Well.
Hey! Over here!
Enjoy the pain, dears.
Oh, I've electrocuted the water. Bad. Food, food, food. Bit of chicken.
Behind you!
Oh, there's that deflect arrows coming in finally. Skeleton just gave up at the end there. Let's not go stand in the electrified water. Kai's gonna be fine. Get to him. Okay, he came down. Fantastic.
Point for you.
Messy number of skeletons. We haven't had a combat this busy in ages. That healer go. Nicely done, Yatzil. Okay.
That's one for us.
Bloody skeletons. Not like that. I can't disable those. What triggered them? I wonder. Oh, right. Those big pressure plates. Keeping an eye on the floor. Okay, we're going up. There's something down. Oh, it's a twisty, windy cavern, isn't it? All sorts of little bits and bobs everywhere. Oops, something down there. The guy was just like, I left it all there. Come find my treasure. Every time. Notion of hunting for treasure. All over here. Ah, you're filled in. Right? No? That's nasty. First unfaded entry reads, took 2 weeks to even get here from Paradis. Sure enough, the locals say he left about 2 weeks ago. No one's that quick, word I could take him. I've hunted him halfway to that white that wends and back. He has to turn up somewhere. Even he can't survive out in the desert alone. A second legible entry reads, found signs of life in some ruins. Paragroonin, old, full of traps, not his style. Back to the search. Whose style is it though? What kind of madman lays traps in a tomb? Keep me out of the sun for now, but I'll have to watch my step. Several pages later, the last entry. Damn it all. I knew I cursed it by writing about it. Caught my leg in a trap when I went looking for firewood. I'm not bleeding out in some shithole for a 2-skeg highwayman. No bounty's worth that. Leaving the supplies. Got to get back to Thirdborn. Tonight. And they didn't, by the looks of things. It's a good question. Who does go through and put traps in tombs? It's not really something we did in human history, to my knowledge. A lot of stories like Indiana Jones style stuff, or even video game logic that does it.
Yeah.
But like, even from what I understand, the vast majority of the pyramid's not trapped either, so it's kind of a gamified thing we've taken everywhere and put everywhere. Again, then what would we be doing? How do we knock traps in a dungeon to keep us on our toesies? Alright, the game says we're going that way. With a lot more first. Gently.
Yeah.
Crap. Double crap. Can he see shit in this muck? Little mushroom bit in the back, little mushroom bit.
Did I
Oh.
see something move up there?
What do you mean, Kai? Not more traps waiting in the wings, are there? Don't see any wires. Hang on, let's check this first. Dirty brown key. Just surrounded by an arm. Key found near a dead adventurer in the Sandsea ruins. Dried, dark brown flecks coat the rusty surface. Best not to ask. There was still a fellow we were looking for to unlock another chest, like in the middle of the zone, that never came to anything. Can't remember their name. Not else this way though. Just a refreshing bit of muck to swim through. Oh. Hey, look at that. Just happened to go back and stumble upon it. Someone was stuck in here. Don't see a skeleton. Dane's note. Damn thieves didn't think they'd resort to explosive charges. Took out the whole squad and one more complex waterways. No chance to salvage. Rerouting to accommodate. Also check on Orsa. The desert's bounty. That's a very Egyptian-styled shield. Fire and frost resistance based on time of day and some max stamina. We will be disenchanting it on the goddamn spot. The original owner of this gilded shield was a powerful Orlan cipher of extraordinary talent, especially when affecting the minds of others. Hailing from a bet, she gained a position of no small authority to oversee a number of fellow ciphers. She dedicated all of her success in life to the god Whale, who she believed looked down upon her fondly and blessed her with rare talent. Using the coin she earned in her position as overseer, the cipher had this shield made, leaving all specifics of its design and embellishments to the whims of the smith, except for the eye featured in the centre. That, she claimed, was non-negotiable, so that she'd always carry with her a conduit for Whale to observe Aora. And no longer! Here, need that Adra. Again, I do like collecting unique stuff in games, but the upgrade system in this game kind of demands we don't, unfortunately. I think it was like, with that. In Path of Exile 1, one of like the bank tabs you could get had a section for uniques that just listed them all and you would fill it in. I really liked that. Diablo had it for its legendary affixes too, but not the legendaries themselves. I like that. It gives you something to work towards, and then when you have them all collected, it's just sat there in a nice little collection. Again, they did charge for that, but it's a little quality of life thing, especially as a collector, that I really like. I wish more games did something like that. Let's put more credence to their legendaries and uniques, so you can say at the end, "Look at my vast kingdom."
Yeah.
Right, this way led to just higher up. Put this over there. So what is this way? Well, needs the key. A warning. Note to self, find a way to turn off flames. Stay clear until you figure it out. Noted, there's fire that way. We'll get to it. My ankles! Another fake door. One of these buttons is meant to open the door to treasure, but I forgot which one. The other activates a flame trap. I hope you pick the right one. This is reverse psychology. I'm picking the left one.
The sign said the right would open the door, not the left. Well, who's ready to not believe any more signs?
Here. I'm going to hit the other one. Yes! Haha! I had to do it. Son of a bitch! You piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit. That's jammy, is that? That's really, really jammy. Fell for it. It's because you cleared the first bit. And you're like, oh, that was so easy. I did not get burned. There's the disarm. A bit late. But at least it gave me more XP. That's so fucking funny though. Check round here. There. And more fire. Try and sneak up on the bear. Where you going, bear? No! Bear, why you like this?
Here we go.
Get him!
Big mistake.
Get me.
Miss. It's alright, Kai can just tank the bear. What am I going to do when we take Kai out of the party? Be me bloody tanking. There you go. So you're not flinging that wand enough to say you let me have it. Well, this is locked. Flames all the way up. Presumably in the other path that was just mentioned to us. Not getting around that way. Alright. To the flame room. And just a load of meat. Presumably for the bear? Oh, a couple of heads as well, isn't that nice? Probably. Yes, charge. Good luck to the other two of you. I'm sure you'll be fine. Don't burn your fur again, Yatzil. Okay. A ladder down and... You doing okay, Yatzil? You good? Okay, seems to be no other way across unless there's something on there. Can't reach it if there is. Can I open the gate from the side? Seemingly no. Oh, unless. Winch! I think that's the first winch we've even seen in the game, which is interesting. Ooh. Ampara's Promise. Negates all physical damage from traps. Huh. We may need that. I'm not just going to immediately equip it, but we may need that. Though humble in appearance, there is beauty in the simplicity of this decorated cord. Two strips of leather, one dyed red and the other a natural brown, have been carefully twined together. A handful of trinkets dangle from this cord. Whalebone beads, shark teeth, fishing hook, even a solonet taken as a trophy from pirates. Though the promise this necklace represents was broken, the love and loyalty it embodies remain strong. I wonder if that means there'll be physical traps that just one-shot. Quick save! Never has there been a more ideal time.
Considering fought a Leviathan, I'm surprised it looks this good.
Yeah, the boat is intact. How did he get it in here? Ooh. This must be the fancy heart itself.
That really is. I never thought I'd see it in the flesh.
Don't see any traps. I see a secret door.
Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
No, it had an indentation. That moved right. Look. Oh, it just opened this door. back round to the front. Alright, fair enough, game. Its petrified heart has shrunk in the years since Leviathan was slain. On its surface, an ominous, powdery residue. Lovely. Huzzah! Why have you followed us here?
Thank Caiaphas. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages.
Oh yes, Naruto. Pretty plucky to have made it out here by yourself.
Uncle Capo did say I had the makings of an adventurer. It's why he's always so... No, I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades.
Is this about the traps or something else I found inside?
What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him.
I'm confused. It's just a fossilized heart. It clearly means a lot to him.
No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for.
We don't know that it's for himself. Maybe it's for an enemy or a friend.
My uncle's a hunter. A trapper. That's cold-blooded murder. He won't play Azatoa with me. He won't go out on walks with me anymore. He kept saying he didn't want to go out without being himself. I thought he meant leaving the house. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
Okay, these are some pretty, valid concerns.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
Exactly. If he's sick, do you think it's the Dream Scourge?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like those people at the gates.
If memory serves for his journal, it didn't go in that
He's
direction.
still himself. Whatever it is, it can't be worth dying for.
And can't make any decisions till we talk to him.
Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, Just hurry. I'll be there when I can.
I should be careful, alright?
I will. I'll see you soon.
Okay, that's pretty important. I have a fast travel point near here, so it's no bother just to quickly nip back. Get this sorted out. Yeah, we got one up here. Let me just investigate this big empty block in front of me. Oh, and spend my ability points. Where was I going? I think I was going crit chance, wasn't I? Then I can do crit damage, because we are getting a lot of crits. Still upset. I'm not putting more points of perception, but we need some more stamina. Just needed to go to the bit that was directly in front of me, right? Yeah, I just need to clear this a bit. Make sure there's no extra here. Christ, it is really warm in the street. I've got a window open. I've got a small fan going behind me, but I am sweating just at my desk, which is always an unpleasant feeling. It's meant to cool down a little after today, which helps. To be fair, I do not have a face cam. I could be wearing very little behind here and none would be the wiser. If it gets any hotter than this in future days, I will definitely consider such. Because my goodness. I know you'll get a lot of American audience just being like, oh, it doesn't even get that hot over there. To which my response would be, most of yous over there have air conditioning. Do not have air conditioning. Therefore, it cannot suddenly be cooler. All Tiny Fan's really doing is pushing a lot of hot air around, but it's better note. Right, I think we've cleared as much as we can there. Let's quickly head back, make sure dude is okay. Can hand in a bounty as well as we go. Why not? I don't think they're going to do the same thing again of where city is going to be destroyed, but might as well while we're here.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Hey, oh, Tyranui.
Oh, you're back.
Got a bounty.
Really?
Oh, he had that thing again. Zorit.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
And the bandits.
One less thing for me to worry about. Well?
Hang on, try and catch him this time.
Oh,
Was that the other Tyranui?
we just keep the peace in and around town.
They used to break up tavern brawls and heated quarrels. Now you're, what, supervising everyone who's guarding the walls?
We're just a bit overwhelmed right now. Apparently, some here think I'm not doing enough. I'd like to see them try.
He's got such a deep voice for Schmall.
Well, don't do it again unless you got something to show me.
So much attitude as well, which I suppose, given the job he's got in the town he's in,
Still have stock.
has to. Right, let's do a save. Yeah, bub. Your cookies.
Godlike. Ah, back already. Have you got the heart?
We need to talk.
Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking.
I'm playing. You could tell me you want to end your life.
Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know.
Oh, just outright confirmed it.
I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
I think that's a red herring. How do you know? What if you're wrong?
Small things. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before.
That can just be age.
But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins.
Oh no, it did mention a garden, didn't it? Shit.
People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself. On my own terms.
Like, I can respect that.
Hasn't this place seen enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, old man.
Also true.
You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
Ooh.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the heart. Give me this one act of courage.
Damn, that's not a... That's smug face. There's every chance it is the Dream Scourge, which means he might end up killing them. And I respect wanting to go out on your own, but if he truly wanted to, he literally could just take a knife to himself. Not to be, like, really harsh about it, but there's lots of ways to achieve that without going for poison. It's almost like he wanted it to be poetic in a way, like the heart he got, like his career. I mean, Chico should be here. They should be here for this conversation.
You can't. Damn you.
I respect your choice, but I can't be a part of it.
Oh, this path can only end badly for Chico. Maybe the rest of Thirdborn too. You may have doomed us all. Ah, hero of Thirdborn. I'm nothing but a helpless, unstable man.
He writhes as we writhe, yet he lives. How could life bring him pain?
Whoa, that's a big one, Sapodal. That's a big one.
Good luck, godlike. You'll need it.
Or we could still give it to him.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you?
Of course not. I couldn't put you through that.
Thank the gods.
How crazy would it have been? Yes, I've given it to him, but it's alright. We only just... Oh, no, he's already done it.
I'm Hajime with the Tiranui. Chico said there was something about a Leviathan heart. And their uncle Capo, they said he was planning something terrible. That's all they gave me to go on.
He wanted to take his own life with it. Chico stepped in to prevent that.
Gods, Capo's fallen a lot farther than I thought.
Let me hold on to it. I'll take it far away, keep it safe.
I suppose that could work. Chico?
Consider it payment for helping me. For everything.
Well, if you don't need anything else, I'll be on my way.
Thank you. I mean it. I'm sorry my uncle is sick. But I'm not sorry, I know. I'll spend as much time with him as I can.
About that, he's not just sick. It's the Dream Scourge.
What?
Oh, boy. Did he want to die before he turned? He was trying to keep you safe.
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, God, this is getting worse.
Even if it were, there must be a way to stop it.
There isn't. We have to respect his choice, no matter how we feel about it.
So you want me to give up?
Not what I said.
Gods. I just feel so helpless.
It's valid. There are just situations like this, and it sucks.
I don't want him to suffer. I don't want him to have the heart. I want the one thing I can't have. For him to be all right. You don't have to say anything. I'm sorry. I guess I should help you in some way. Here.
Whoa!
Take my uncle's armor. He meant it for me, but I'm not using it. Maybe you can give it a new story. I should go see him now.
Poor darling. I can't even imagine.
Chico, you gonna go see him?
This damn sickness is getting worse.
Oh, I hope we don't come back and suddenly he's... I'm so conflicted by that, because now I'm like... What, they're just going to lock him up till it turns? They're going to be a... Maybe it can be something he does with Chico? Maybe they can help him? It's nasty shit. Let's have a look at what we got then. I got 2 Hearts to the Leviathan. For some reason. 20% attack damage and slowly drains your health. That's a lot of damage. And again, why did I get 2? I don't know. What first appears to be a large stone is in fact the massive calcified heart of a Leviathan. Colossal whale, like predators that have been said to create whirlpools to pull down entire ships into their waiting moors. Though it has been here for decades, there is still a very faint warmth to the heart. When your adrenaline begins to rise, the fury and rage of the Leviathan imbues you with great strength, but not without cost. And then we got Storm Dancer's gloves. Ooh. They deal bonus thingy damage. I don't have one of those. Yeah, that one. Ooh, some asymmetry going on. Its ability to cast speed as well. Maybe if we end up with the lightning build in the end. These metal braces tingle with a slight static charge, and the faintest smell of ozone emanates from them. When warm while channeling lightning magic, they grow unbearably hot, and the intensity of the smell increases tenfold. Luckily, they are well insulated, so as to keep the caster's arms from being scorched. Then the boots! Ooh. Elemental resistance and plus 10% shock damage for 10 seconds after dodging. Fancy. First donning these metal-tipped boots causes a pins and needles sensation in one's feet and legs that quickly fades into the background. Moving with sudden swiftness causes this sensation to come back with a vengeance. While uncomfortable, the static charge that imbues your body with is undeniably useful in a fight. That's Storm Dancer's scales. A chance to avoid range damage and resistance to shock. Meh, as it look. Oh, that's not bad looking at all. It's a little barbarian-y for me, but I think that's a really nice piece. I kind of don't want to break it down. And it's not going to be something I wear, but I'm going to keep it. Actually, send it to the stash. Same with the other two for safekeeping. Didn't I get free things? Storm Dancers, Storm Dancers. Ah, and a ring. Shock damage! Jagged lines that evoke thoughts of lightning and storms are etched into this silver ring. While in tempestuous conditions, these lines glow with a faint blue light and small harmless jolts of electricity occasionally burst forth from the ring. Very nice. All the big lightning stuff. Right, and the chest piece. Numerous tassels and small trinkets dangle from this worn scale armour. They remain oddly unaffected by the wind, no matter how powerfully it blows. The only time these tassels and trinkets get tossed about by gales is when they arise from the armour itself. Sudden gales will sometimes burst forth from the armour just in time to alter the trajectory of an incoming arrow or bullet, causing the missile to instead miss the wearer. Through an ancient method that was lost with Ukaizo's disappearance, a wind blight was bound to this armour by an elder storm speaker of the Huana. Though the blight is mostly docile, it still seeks to escape every now and then, causing uncomfortable but otherwise harmless electrical jolts to harass the armour's wearer. Nah, let me out, zzz, zzz, on occasion. It's not that heavy either, we'll keep them with us. Alright. Let us head back. Keep our explorations going. We check down whatever's here first. Slowly start making our way down and round this way. I don't think we could get there from a different direction. Unless there was something here. We'll see. Just a very hefty quest. Oh, hello.
Isn't it?
It is.
Welcome to Shatterscarp. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me.
To your credit, you were very exuberant.
I suppose there's not much of it to go around these days. But who knows? I've heard rumors about Adir working with Thirdborn. Maybe things are on the mend.
Till I blew up the
Listen,
mine.
I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
Kotoa and Hayako? If they need supplies, they must be planning something good.
They've probably killed more dream thralls than the rest of us combined.
Okay.
Well, they said, why shoot one when you could take out a dozen instead?
Wouldn't it be hard to fight that far from Thirdborn?
Preemptive defense. That's what they say.
Screams landmines.
In theory, we can stop them before they reach the town itself.
Draw them away. Of course. Thirdborn's lucky to have tacticians like them.
They survive.
These supplies will go a long way, if I can ever get them up there. This is my third trip today, and whew, it's a lot of stairs.
Asking for help. It's a pain job. Oh no. It's alright. It's alright, I'll take them. Don't need to ask for money.
That?
I saw there
You're
was
a
an achievement for
lifesaver.
asking for money enough times. I was like, no, we're not going to hit that
Keep
now.
going through the teeth. The tower is just over the ridge. You can't miss it.
I hope it's not where the archmage is, or they might well be dead. Okay, that's that tower. So it's not in this direction we're going then. Those are the big fancy ruins we saw. Suddenly very built up. Yeah, that's where the skeletons were as well. Well, this might all just be inaccessible mountain pass by the looks of it.
Quiet as the depths.
Hey-oh, Barrow. Oh my god. Row, row, row your boat. Can't believe it. That's a new one. I knew I thought barbecue would be the worst I'd ever get. Row, row your boat's pretty good, AJ. I've got hats off to you. How you doing today, bub? Your weekend go alright? Continuing our desert adventures. Just missed a very heartfelt quest line. But we've more ahead to do. For eventually getting to an archmage. Eventually.
Like a win with a good team.
Oh, hello, hello. That's where the cache is, and the door is locked. Which means there will be another way around. We just have to find it. Get me up. Oh, lovely stuff, bub. I notice you say built some of, but given how difficult it seemed with the instructions, unsurprising, but at least progress is made. Hello, hello. Words are chiseled almost pettishly into this stone slab, tucked away from immediate view. Insisted on this grandiose monstrosity. If raiders assault us for our hubris, let it be known that this was her fault, not mine. I had nothing to do with this. I'm only building to the specifications of my overseer, who is a fool and an idiot. I'm only in this position because she's third cousin to a council member. Angry building report. Get me up! Game says no. Huh. Oh, no, just needed a sprint. We're good. Where? What? Oh! Ooh, good effort, skeleton. Great, so there are skeletons all over the place. Whole ass dwarven ruin here. And it takes me over as well. That's where we start getting into the ice mage domain. And there's the ice! Right, this is not where we're meant to be going yet. Yeah. You're gonna need to get yourself some tweezers. Though they don't always help, I will say. More fiddly tiny bits of model making can be troublesome, to say the least. As long as you're patient with it. And as I say, there's no need to rush. No need to get it all done in one sitting, and you've been taking your time, so you'll get there. It is inevitable. I hear you, Shiny. I've got you. See you, skeleton.
Right behind you.
No, no. Stealthing. We're stealthing. Gatsil, please.
Another one down.
Hey, exactly, bub. Together a good model in years. I do miss it. I just don't really have the space for it these days. Alright, here's the way into the ruin. Let's not jump down there. Grimoire. Steady as she goes. Gently down. Don't fall all the way. boy. Foreman storage controls. Foreman on duty will operate this winch at their discretion. All fries used will not be tolerated. Oh, the big old group table. Good for D&D and for creative models. It's lovely stuff, AJ. Solis keeps sent word for us to abandon our work. It feels sacrilegious now to do so after so many deaths. So much time spent building this place, we can't stop here. If anyone wants to clear out, it's on them. Storeroom key needs to be available for anyone who needs it. Remember, pardon me. One mountain, 2 valleys, and another mountain.
The note had a hint. 1 mountain, 2 valleys, 1 mountain. It would be nice if they just told us the answer.
Well, the levers don't seem to have any iconography. Talking about valleys and mountains. Big chest in there. Maxims of the Paragoon. IV, that's either 4 or 6. I think 4. In all the lands it was said, tend to the mad as thy would be tended, for the mad do not know their madness. Cure the mad as thy would be cured, for the mad may yet be saved. Now it is written in blood, suffer not the mad. Shut your ears to their speech, shut your doors to their rest, cast them out. Taste of blood is, madness brings the chaos without to the living within. Pretty close-minded, not very fair. Who's to say what mad is? Most everyone's mad here. Winch? Oh boy. Do I winch? Or do I figure out what the hell's going on first and just start pulling levers? Is there any symbology elsewhere in the room? No? Well, let's start with winch. What could go wrong? Exactly, AJ. You want that kind of thing to last a long time. Okay, something moved below us, but... what about this? It was mountain and 2 valleys. Does that mean these 2 up and the other 2 down, or other way around? So for all I know, it's moving something down the stairs. Hang on. Mountain leads me to believe it goes up. Valleys, I think, would mean down. In which case, this.
Oh, well done, dearie.
Ah.
I knew you were smarter than you looked.
Thank you, Yatzil. It's got buttons on it. Let's open the chest first. A deliberately torn scrap of parchment. On it is a written, terse message. Enough with the secret doors and hidden buttons, Marat. We're building an outpost. We are not building a puzzle for children to explore. I know I should not have broken into your personal cache, but you've been ignoring my messages. I had no choice. Yours in irritation, Abrasha. Okay, but... button! An ornate Paragoon key. Strange ornate key that appears of Paragoon design, found in shark's teeth. And a box! Scalds, gauntlets. 5% attack power damage. And 15% attack damage with great swords, great hammers, and great axes. And their champion fell sundered. Very nice. What ones have I got on? Power attack damage and power attack bonus shock damage. But that's just bigger right now. Absolutely equip. They're blue, but the picture is red. Honestly, AJ, you should have seen the lever earlier. We entered a dungeon we knew was going to be filled with traps. First thing we saw, note on the wall that said, danger, do not pull this lever. So I pulled the lever, and a giant swinging log came out to cave me skull in. Luckily, I anticipated it and moved out of the way. But there was also another broken lever and somebody already with the skull caved in. That should have made it clear. Bad idea. But you know, they said don't pull the lever, so what's a guy to do? While many chanters prefer to empower their allies and hinder their enemies from the back line, Skalds are in an exception to the rule. They prefer to wade into the melee, shouting their defiance in the faces of their enemies. palms of these Brigadine gauntlets are made from shark skin, providing the wearer with a much steadier grip on their weapon, allowing them to swing larger weapons with more reckless force than they would have been able to otherwise. Nice. That's just a really big upgrade for how I'm playing. Oh, can't forget the cookie. Right, did that count as the main cache? It did. Marvellous. Still skeletons, though. Gently does it. The Last Warden's Log. A weather-beaten journal so faded by time and sun, it is now impossible to read most of the pages. Some of it remains legible. Listen, I can't help it. He said don't pull the lever in a trapped dungeon place. We could have pulled the lever. We had to find out. This isn't an honour. This is damn punishment. Desert's no place for the Paragon. Someone keeps baying in the sands at night. Not enough water. Not enough food either. Thirdborn isn't interested in trade neither. Not save us, this isn't going to end well. Going home. Never leaving Solace again. Mihala was right. Outside's not worth a damn. They're going to be a very locked-in society, aren't they? When we get there. Next zone. Keep facing that way, Mr. Skellington. Don't mind me.
It's easy when you do it.
You've just got to scream bodega at the top of your lungs, Yatsil. It's fine. Lever, you say? See, most levers are innocuous and fine. Also, there was a trapped door with 2 switches on it. That said, one of these switches has a flame trap. The other opens the door. Make sure you pick the right one. Like, and the word right highlighted. So I picked the left switch. And sure enough, the left switch opened the door. It was reverse psychology. Got in, felt very proud of myself, opened the chest, triggered another flame trap that was connected to the chest. Felt very humbled immediately. Well-made puzzle. Or well-made trap, I should say. Made me chuckle. Storeroom notice. Any labourer needing to access the storeroom must request it through official channels. Can't have anyone coming and going with necessary supplies, few as they are. Seek out the foreman on duty. Their office is on the 3rd floor. Well, we already found them. A decent soundtrack for just pulling levers. Scald's Brigadine. Some corrupted Adra and a letter. A sheaf of hastily written letters, most scrawled out or smeared by water stains, and the remains legible. There's something in that desert. I thought it was my imagination at first. I told the rest of them before they left, but everyone laughed. They said, Abrazo, the heat's driving you mad. Last night something came to the doors of the bloody fortress. I saw the scratch marks. I saw its prints. It's hunting me. It knows I'm alone. I managed to hide from it, but I know it's coming back for me. I need to find somewhere better. I might build a secret room for emergencies. Maybe that might be what I need. P.S. Marat, if you read this, understand, I still find it ridiculous, eh? Well, they weren't in his secret room. From what we saw. Unless there is a second secret room, but I'm not going to lose sleep over not finding it when the cache has been already cleared. Looks like that's all she wrote anyway. Lever again! Job's done. Okay. Oh. Hey. Oh no, this leads to main quest again. I did not want to go to main quest yet. wouldn't say I spun it around. I more turned it 180 degrees, so I don't think the spin me right round, maybe right. I don't think we've quite hit that mark with it. Grab the fast travel point and then flee. There we go. Run! We have a lot more to explore before we get to our archmage. Alright, that's going that way though. Maybe go down and round. There is a bounty light down here. Yeah, on the way to the ice. Gently. Don't break your ankles. Steady drops. Alright. Captain Tego! Oh, I didn't check that new piece of gear. Hang on. Oh, you bastard! Interrupted me spell work. There you go. Thank you. Have they got any healers about? Yes, they do. You priest! Indecipherable skeleton priest. Where'd you go? Ow! Need to eat. Need to eat. Some rabbit. Some tea. Just casually while fighting. So do your magic missile. Can I do your leap? Suddenly beetles! And he had a whirlwind! In the gut. Why can the undead summon beetles? Kill the summoner. Need more of them. Beetle first. We got him, team. We got him. Oh, big spin. Who's left? It certainly lends a feeling of like momentum to being thrown backwards. It's a nice little detail. Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. Secret door. 3 lightning holes. Master engineer yours notes. Anton, a master builder must always search high, low and past oneself to truly unlock the secrets to craftsmanship. I'll be waiting at the workshop when you've solved my puzzle. Master engineer your. Sure, we'll get to it. Let's make sure we loot the body. Get our bounty. He's right, femur. How can we prove it's his femur? This femur from Captain Tego's skeleton is scored with knife marks, as though someone had used the bone to tally the passing of days. That doesn't bode well for the skeleton. Just casually carving at your own bones. Because you've been going for so long. Very upsetting. Okay, so... we need to follow the wires. Where are you going? It's already vanished. Can't see it. We know it goes down here, and then I start losing it. Wait, past these bushes. Yeah. Oh, nope, there it goes. Yeah. Up there. No, please! Platforming's a little fiddly when you can just dodge back. So. There's one. For ones. Down there. There's my lightning grenades. I got loads of these things. Okay, and then the third one. That way. Come on. Give me it.
Yeah.
Up there. Lovely. And what awaits inside? A heartfelt note. Hey Sprout, summarize how it's been guiding you on your journey would be impossible in this letter alone. Your tenacity, curiosity and courage continue to inspire the best of us. Remind the worst of us who we can become. When you washed up on our shores, some of our kin were concerned you would disrupt the old ways, siphon the very tradition from our veins. But your persistence, effort, and willingness to lend your talents helped us make a home in these strange lands. Many may still question why we make these tall teeth our home. They asked the same of Nadru when he moved further inland, beyond the bridges. I believe in him the same way I believe in you. There's promise in your journey still. I'm thankful to be allowed to be a part of it. Just keep going. With faith and patience, Master Engineer. Oh, that's so heartfelt. I think that describes my athletic grace perfectly, AJ. Drunk hippo indeed. Feel like whoever this note was left for, it wasn't for me. And the poor bugger who has not come to read it, I feel very guilty for. Sigil of the Arcane. Ooh, it's a mage ring. Ability cast speed at minus 20% of... Oh yeah, if you're full mage build, that's a must-have. The true nature of this plain-looking copper ring becomes apparent when it is slipped onto somebody's finger. Doing so causes a swirling sigil of runes and arcane geometry to appear on the ring where one would expect a gem to be fitted. Wearing this ring greatly enhances both the efficiency and speed at which the wearer channels spells, making it an invaluable tool for any wizard. We also found a chest piece, didn't we? Skald's Brigadine. Alone she stood, it would not fall. Regenerate health, your companions are down, and untiring they sang from dusk till dawn, some stamina regen. Not many chanters prefer to empower their allies and hinder their enemies from the battle. Hang on, we had that bit before. This eye-catching Brigadine was passed from one Skald to the next whenever its previous owner died in combat. In time, the fighting spirit of so many fallen Skalds imbued the armour with a measure of the chants and invocations they would call upon in battle. Our companions rarely ever go down. That one I'm a scrapping. No. What this? Oh. Hello, hello. No dice. Oh well, had to check. Right, where we at? Still got to go down in the other way. Shall we cover the area before the main quest? Beetles! And skeletons! Why are they always working together? Skeletal Beetle Alliance. When was it formed? Who can say? Why was it formed? A much more interesting question.
We make a good squad.
Okay, that just takes me back round where we were. Onward! Nay! Very nice, AJ. Very nice. We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. We stop there before we get copyright claimed. It's even on a channel as small as mine. Many automatic searches and things have already rendered that a problem. Oh! First mushroom of the zone. How dare you? It said. How dare you pick my mushroom? I am pleasantly surprised at how different the various biomes in this desert have felt. There's been a load of canyons, there's been oasis, there's been actual deserty desert bits. And now there's this bit, which is a load of old ruins and literally these teeth of mountains. It's very nice.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello.
Hello?
I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Your face!
Yes, yes, I'm a godlike, alright.
You're a godlike. That makes perfect sense. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here.
Sorry, AJ, so's me father.
Meeting you makes it all worth it.
I don't remember much off the top of my head. Glad I could help?
Oh, you have. Oh, you'll make a very interesting footnote.
It's
I'm
all
a
about my
mycologist,
bark again.
you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here.
Alright. Be careful, there's no cure.
Oh, always. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings.
Just killed one.
I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends.
Oh no.
But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you.
Like that giant one over there? I've already done it.
Wait, that means it's safe to go back to my experiments. I'll have to collect everything and...
Hang on, are you sure there wasn't more than one?
I am suddenly very busy. Pardon me.
Alright.
That should suit her fine. Until the next Borling comes along.
Ah, nothing better than a breakthrough.
Why can't the way forward in
Oh,
science
good
ever
luck.
be easy?
Oh, I hear a tingly. Back. No, mine. I'm afraid, AJ, they fall off my brain like just leaves to the grass. A terrible metaphor for a terrible memory. I'm sure I will have heard the songs. It's just I haven't committed alt to memory. Oh, fuck. Suddenly, lava elemental. Busy area compared to the rest of the zone. There the sun rises. Oh, I still got it. Thank you. I am still missing Giata's attack speed buff for the pie. As fun as it is to have Yatsil about.
Over here!
Lovely. Alright, let's double check about the place. Ooh. Oh, it's Kai's friend.
That's Thomas' badge. You found it.
No, it's a fair point, AJ. To be fair, I'm probably going to enjoy it too.
It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it.
You sound surprised.
Guess I shouldn't be. I was here when he lost it. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths.
What was Tama like then?
Oh, He was an incredible bastard. Led the defense of Thirdborn, which meant he also led most of our patrols. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew.
Oh.
He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were gonna collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories.
Sounds like some of the better commanders I've served over.
He was the best I ever knew.
That's why we're here now, isn't it?
I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything.
You came here for a reason, Kai.
Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process.
He died out here?
No. He hung on. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long.
He saved you. Doesn't mean you failed him.
I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing. No glory, no din of battle, no distractions.
Yeah.
Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin.
Good way to describe it.
Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off.
His mark of service. We had something similar in the tall grass.
Then you get it. To an old trencher like him, that badge meant belonging. Honor. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while.
That was weird. It only said I ... and then it sounded like he was going for more.
I never thought I'd tell this story again. But there's something about the way
Yatsil just transfixed with him, bless it.
Clarity you've kept. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like well.
I understand. Take your time.
Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do.
Take it to the memorial we found earlier, I imagine.
There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. We passed by there before.
Oh, the game acknowledging it as well.
It's time I said goodbye.
We'll honor him as a fallen soldier. And a hero.
It's the least he deserves. Especially after.
Imagine if Kai was in that division, he has his own.
Never mind. Let's go.
Alright, we'll do that before the main quest, surely, Kai, and then... Ambushed again? Stuck. Having an intimate moment. The fire elemental just right next to us. Life in an adventurer. It's so hard to have a quiet moment. Be waylaid randomly at all times. Suddenly fire. Oh, we got a ring as well. Sand shroud. 10% chance to avoid range damage. This crudely hewn sandstone ring vanishes from sight when you wear it, but its notable heft makes it clear that it's still present. Enemies have a hard time focusing on you while this ring is on, causing some of their attacks to go wide, almost as if they're aiming not at you, but at someone next to you instead. Exactly. Hard. Panic and running. A little bit round here. Oh, growly noise. Why? Who's growling at us? Please don't. It's not the lava blight.
Keep quiet.
I will not.
Take your best shot.
Look out!
The skeleton is healing the elemental. What is this alliance? Nature, the undead, elementals, all working against any and all humanoids. True terror of the living lands. They hate all life. Okay, this feels like it's gonna... Yeah. It's gonna wind back around to that. Still more to discover elsewhere, though. Oh! The key for it. And just a small buried tomb. Tombstone of silvery frost rises inexplicably from the dirt. Frost wisps from the surface and from certain angles. The inscribed lettering seems to radiate its own light. Pilgrim builder, death by exposure and or starvation. Looks like he came up here and got himself trapped. Died holding the clanger. Poor bastard. Probably should have left with the rest of them. But mortal ambitions and mortal sentiments remain foolish things. Judging by all the frost iconography, this was written by the archmage? And there's frost about it. Looks like she dug him up, though, more than she buried him. Which is interesting. A tiny bit of sentiment. Seems like this Queen of Terror Archmage may... What's the word? A misnomer, where someone's name or title isn't actually what it appears to be. Over my head, I'm afraid, AJ. Over my head. Okay, it's where we were a moment ago. Oh, I thought it might lead round. Do we have to go up and around to get to the other bits, or... I think I can clamber here. More towers, more climbs. Bit of fiddliness happening. Bit of flicker. Might just be on my end, but it can be hard to tell with flicker. I know with the new screen setup we've had a little bit of screen tearing, but again I don't know how much of that ever comes through on everybody else's end. There goes tower. Oh. Ah. See, I only ever knew him as Garrus, AJ. But I appreciate that. I have to bear that in mind. And to be fair to him, he has certainly separated himself from just Garrus Vicarian. Kaya certainly, as we've gone on, more than his own character. Even if there are some similarities in the delivery from time to time, it's been enough change.
Someone's hurt.
Oh no. Hang on, I'll be right with you, Hurtadarian. I'll be right with you.
Envoy! Thank the gods you came through.
It's alright, can I give you a potion?
An inch higher and he'd have bled out. He's lucky we came when we did.
Some sneaky bastard put a dart trap in front of that door. Have you got any healing skills? A potion? Ah, I'm begging you.
Sure. Stay still. You'll feel better soon.
Gods. Oh, that's a relief. Now I can get back to Eagle's Reach. Damn Thirdborn. Damn everything.
Didn't it train you to scout before patrol an area?
Don't I know it now?
It's a wonder that an Adiran scout is all the way out here.
Captain Weemgar wanted us to see what kind of shape the tower was in. Thought we could use it. The trap's got the others, though. So much for that idea.
I think those traps were meant for the Dream Scourge zombies.
Whoever did it is probably out there planning their next move. You've got to finish this. Root them out.
It's two third borders. They're holed up in there to fight the Dream Scourge.
Helios tits, these traps are all over. And they're not just going to kill Dream Thralls. I mean, they'll stumble into anything. No, this is different. This feels intentional. Anyway, Thanks for your help.
Let me not talk to him.
I better get to Eagle's Reach.
Good luck.
I can't wait to get back to Eagle's Reach.
And the door is, of course, barred. Oh! I'll find a way inside. I thought for a moment someone had just shot me. There's all this mine down here. How do we even get down to this bit? Is it up and through there? Oh no. This whole middle section. We haven't even gone to Naku Kubel yet. See if we can get in. There they are. There's another one. Watch for tripwires. Ah, and little
Enemies
platforms.
as bait. I remember when Ralatayan soldiers had standards.
The orders are to investigate the ruined tower in Shark's Teeth and figure out what's been happening to our scouts. We've sent several over the last few weeks and none have returned. Something isn't right, so do be on your guard. Put back with your findings. They've killed so many Adirans, now it's starting to seem suspect. Careful. Same again. Oh, nearly. Look at that, son of a bitch. I'm disarming them because it's a little bit of XP. Oh, Tigers in that was absolutely fantastic. From Iconic. Oh, it's about time. I love when he first meets him again, like, just in the bar, start of that game, where he's like, just comes in, this giant, overwhelming body, and just suddenly, little Jimmy Rayner. Whoa. That little fight scene they have on the ship as well is fantastic. So much personality between the two of them. Number one. Still pretty good when he had some dialogue in Heroes of the Storm as well. So many. More up that way. I see an explodey barrel up there. Why not this way? What's this way?
Wait. If you're going to open that, I'm going to take a few steps back.
That's it. Just say. You know it's tied to something. Like, I can see the wire. It must link to somewhere if it's going to explode. Those traps got busted already. Same again. And again. Nope.
Yeah.
I will break all of your goddamn traps. Okay, so that one actually gets me into the tower. There's more around here. Fine. Whoa! You son of a bitch! Let me go. That can't have been part of their trap. Unless there's a necromancer. Which seems unlikely from two folks from Thirdborn.
Who's ready for more?
I think that's a lovely little detail, AJ. It's the same with the actor who played Jim. Like, he's a very unassuming, skinny, older white fella. So you wouldn't expect the voices to come out of them. Again, I think that's just something with, whether it's people podcasting or voice actors. You don't always expect it. It's always fascinating to see. There must be a way to that. Somewhere. It wasn't glowing gold or epic, so... It's just like game. Fine, fine. I'm not going to get it. I accept. It's buried under there. That's fine. Okay, so we can either jump straight into the tower. Then there's more going all the way around. Maybe we try the tower first.
That was too easy. Careful. There's bound to be something waiting for us.
More down and about. There's more up and around. What about the outside of it then? Is that just another way, another point of ingress? Oh yeah, absolutely was. Right, I'm gonna hit this one and get shot by a dart. Whoop it! You dart! Zeratul was a favourite. I even think by the time we got to Legacy of the Void, I really liked Artanis. Between him and Alarak, just the noble, righteous of our people. And then Alarak just being like, yes, I am basically a Sith Lord telling everyone to go f themselves and I will kill them. He was great.
Where?
I wish I'd played more of that Hero Commander mode, but I had nobody to play it with me at the time. Because they changed up the number of units you had and the different mini-factions. It was fantastic. Well, must have missed one. And if only I could have cut those boards, AJ. I'd have happily sung the song. Too many paths. Not this one. Almost. No! So nearly. So nearly my legs. All the way around. Just a fall down there. Jammy. Jammy, jammy tower game. Overconfidence. The slow and insidious kill. AJ. How do you keep finding new ones? Are you okay? No. Absolutely not. There will be no sing night here. You occasionally get lyrics out of me. Poorly done, I might add. Does not mean there will be a sing-song or a sing-along. Hey, maybe if I ever did Pillars of Eternity 2 on stream. Very, very unlikely. But those sea shanties, though. Oh. Maybe. No, it's trapped! Okay. Okay. I'm really beginning not to like this bit. I'm beginning to very much not like this bit. Right, open that for later. Are you joking? Are you joking? I get it, there's a bit down there as well. But I need to see what's over here. Why are there so many twizzly bits? I've heard good things. I've also heard it's quite a long-running series. And they've varied quite wildly as time's gone on. Not negative by any means, it's just not one I've got around
This
to.
looks clear. Here's hoping they finally ran out of supplies.
Kato, I've connected all our traps to Sliver. Do not pull it before we're ready to leave, or you'll leave us wide open to those goddamn adherents. Oh, not the Dream Scourge then. You're killing my folks.
God. Were you breathing? Was I breathing?
Well, hopefully that's disabled all of them. Where are they? It's been a week and we're beginning to run low on munitions. More Adirian have come around than we thought, but so far, camp at Eagle's Reach has stayed put. Kato is getting restless. There's only so many traps we can arm. Temerity was against this from the beginning, but if we stand by and do nothing, we'll see Furborn swallowed up into Adir's insane conquest living lands. Besides, if Adir is as good-natured as they claim to be, then no one but beetles and dreamfalls will ever come near this tower. We've already caught a few of those fungal fucks in our traps so far. I know there was some way we could weaponize it against the Adirians. Bastard. Oh yes, I have seen clips of those, AJ. They do indeed look delightful. There's more to go up. There's more places down in this thing I'd rather investigate first. My legs! In theory, all the traps should be off now, so should be okay to just explore a little bit. We'll hit the disarm buttons anyway because easy XP. Okay, remember there are more of these in the basement in case you get hurt on your way up. Also, stop leaving these notes around. Scoop and burn, you know the procedure. God damn it. Thank God they're deactivated, but still. Orders to investigate something isn't right. Yep, same again. So many adherents. Or maybe I'm not getting XP for them anymore. Oi. Let's check the basement for more Healy potions. I think Saint Inferi usually is. Give it. And there's the barred door. They were sleeping. Many traps in boxes waiting to go. Little workbench where they were building all the traps. It's a little coherent story in this tower. It's nice. Sesame. Eight spools of wire, 5 tar plates, oil enough for all lanterns. Agron's Fury, lots, that's the fire grenades. Much water as we can haul, and 3 lengths of rope. Right, back up to the top. On the map it says there's a merchant here. Very good. Sudden change in lighting and smoke. Whoop. Here we go. And again. Alley-oop. To the top. Almost there. Oh, they are still here.
Poor dead Adiran. I'd say we're doing well. We may still lose this place, but they'll be hard pressed to take it from us without losing another dozen.
That's all we can ask for. If we hold them off long enough for Temerity to see Adir's true intent, maybe Thirdborn will rally. And if they don't, we'll still make Adir bleed for it.
Speaking of making your dear bleed, hello!
Look alive, Ayako. The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
Stand down, Hayako. There's clearly been a misunderstanding.
Kai? Gods, what are you doing up here? And with an Adiran, what's going on?
First things first, why are your traps hurting? Oh no, we know that. Bobo sent me on a supply run. He forgot to mention the traps.
Wait, who sent you?
Awapo. Oh, gods. He must think he's helping us. fool. I told him to stay home. This is our fight, not his.
You know, AJ, it's a fair point. She is using a mace. There are pointy bits on it, though. In theory, it would be bludgeon and a touch of cutting.
Well, he did just deliver the Adiran envoy straight to us. Maybe he's worth his salt.
I'm starting to see why Moapo left out so many details.
You are hunting Adirs. I knew it was a setup.
Adir is the real scourge in the living lands. They want this tower to control the route to Thirdborn. We've watched your people sink their claws into Eagle's Reach. They'll take this route with guile if they can't take it by the sword.
You two are chumming the waters you're swimming in. You'll bring trouble to everyone in Thirdborn.
Katoa, enough. Let's kill him and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise.
Good thing I disarmed all your traps on the way up then. I don't need to be smug. I want peace. Kill me and that goodwill is gone.
We fought in the Deadfire. We offered peace to the Wana too.
Oh boy.
We've seen how empires work from the inside. Draw their treaties with one hand and sharpen their blades with another.
It's a fair point. Pillars of Eternity 2 and everything that went on in the Deadfire was just political hellscapes. Adir wants to help with aid and resources.
We know how that starts. We know how it ends, too.
I mean, they're not wrong, but...
The tentacles of Empire follow wherever foreign ships land. Look at Fior. When speeches fail them, it always comes to force.
That was the Steel Garrote.
We'll give you one last chance. Leave or die.
I know, like, as good-willed and natured my character is, that isn't the Empire. Like, the Steel Garrote aren't us, but they are clearly working with the Emperor. He is definitely sanctioning that shit.
We'll only warn you once.
Your cat's innocence in those traps eventually. It's a matter of time.
Oh, and you know about defending territory, do you?
What if it's Mopo?
Don't you dare use that young man to make a point.
He's trying to sympathize with us. When Andra sends a boon, it's best not to question it.
I don't like any of this, but... fine. One chance. Do I make myself clear?
We'll clear out of this tower, but one whiff of Adiran stink, and we'll be back. And don't think this means we trust you.
I've already saved you trouble of time in the traps, by the way.
Ha. Impressive. Those took the two of us a long time to set up.
You're a strange one, Envoy.
You shouldn't have had a lever
Maybe
for disabling them all
parting
at once
years for the
then.
best. Good luck.
We did it! No violence.
Better not make us regret this.
Convinced by an Adiran. What's this world coming to?
Woohoo! Take their loot. Thirdborn Brigadier Jack. Slowly regenerates health while wet. Huh. And some carrier capacity. Water can be rare to come by in the harsh terrain of Shatterscarp, and to many it symbolises life itself. Without water, there is simply no life. So it is little wonder that it is so revered by those that live wherever it is scarce. When the original bearer of this armour found themselves lost and alone, separated from their squad by a sudden sandstorm, they were struck with a mighty terror. At the time the winds finally died down, there was no sign that their squad was still around. Wandering the desert alone, desperately trying to find a way back home, thirst quickly became the biggest threat to this lone Amoa. Just as the last shreds of hope had faded away, they spied a shimmer in the distance. Water. With the last of their waning strength, they made it to the water. A crystal clear pool in a basin of shimmering Adra. As their body finally gave out, the Almona tumbled into the pool of water and lost consciousness. When they awoke, the oasis was gone, but so was their thirst, along with the abrasions they had suffered from the cutting sands that had separated them from their squad. They spent the rest of their life searching desperately for this mysterious Adra oasis that gave them a second chance, but were never able to find it. Pretty common oasis story. And again, very Japanese inspired, like a lot of the stuff there. It's nice, but I'm, again, more of a plate. I mean, it is sensible, AJ. It is sensible, but I would argue they keep it at the top with them. Not almost at the top. You know what I mean? If that's where they're going to be stationed. But you're right. Now, at some point, if you're going to move on and you want to get back down, or you spend every day living there, you don't necessarily want to have to navigate your giant trail of traps every day. You can actually probably just break it down. It's a nice piece, but I need the stuff. Nom 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 nom. Okay, I saw on the map the 50 pig merchant. Pardon? Where is this? Oh no, that's the lady underneath it. Yeah, we've been there. Question is, where the actual bugger is this mine? No, you're right, you are bound to forget one, so having a dead man switch, not a dead man switch, just having a switch to clear it all, probably a good idea. Okay, we fast travel down. We go and grab this person up here. And then, what time are we on? Not even at 6 yet. We got plenty of time to try and find this abandoned mine in this last area before getting on with the main quest. Let's head down here. Good gods, sweating like buggery. Cursed heated weather. Right, we just get lined up. Where do I want to be going? Beetle! Probably that way. I have another point. Ah, requires level 20, which means I want the damage one. 30% more crit damage, and then 50, and then 60. Probably pretty good, given how we're building. I'm grabbing them up in the sense that I was asked to find some people and their locations and tell them to come back to the pub. I'm grabbing folks up for a round of drinks, not stealing folks for a round of... Listen, you. Listen. Why, if this was a Twitch stream, you'd have made hundreds of clips. Hundreds of out-of-context clips. Oh, and I'd be happier for it. Right, so it's very clear that we're going that way past the beetle. And that should leave us up to here. And we'll see about going somehow back and around to this. I'm convinced now that I've missed the entrance to this area. It's either up through here, up through there. Because it doesn't like... There's no way we get to it from this side. That's very clear. So I'm going to have to go back and find a way. But for now, we're going to take a quick bio break. And then we'll crack on. Eventually getting to Ringrim. Our ice archmage. Or illusionist archmage. Or both. In any case, stretch your legs. Refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. I'll see you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Let me just get me a step back on. What? Giant gyrating beetle. Surrounded by explosives in some kind of arena. Fighting skeletons or just prostrating at skeletons. Notice me skeletons. I gotta get it first. I gotta get. No! Robbed. It's alright. My weapons are pretty well upgraded at this point. Wizard! There you go. Rapid monk. Damn it. Run him down.
Just like the good old days.
Grab up some bits and bobs. There is more of much icy domain. Again, everything seemed to hint that this archmage was an illusionist.
This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent.
Yep. We'll get there in a bit, Yetzel.
Let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
No, be patient. We have more to do. Let's up all this bit. Still no lightning greatsword. Dare to dream. I mean, in theory, in most places, there would be lots of skeletons, but I suppose in a harsh desert landscape, where folks have been trying to survive and dying, there'd probably be a lot more skeletons about. Oh! At least there are less bears in this zone. We still found some. And she loves it. Still miss when that word just meant a bad guy in Pokemon. Some street thug. Felt like that change only happened, like, in the past year or two. But language is funny like that. I'm sure things will come around again. An ancient note. Oh, from the skeleton we fought. Captain Tego promises a new start for all of us. What promises from a man like him? Have we not fought beside him as he traded our lives for profit? How many times have we heard, one more, boys, just one more caper? We stand before his most recent insult, this masturbatory obelisk to his vanity. Tego's tower, eh? And what of us? The hands by which it was refurbished. Nothing but a wisp of an afterthought. The foolish among you will call this mutiny. This is survival. Tego would do no different. He departed for Shark's Teeth in secret with only his favourite fools. Why? Seeking more fortune, more glory, all on a baseless rumour planted by yours truly. Bootlick has begun. He will not return. I have guaranteed it. Stand with me and claim what is rightfully yours. We will write our name in history, starting with this tower. Henceforth known as Issik's Tower. The irony. We will erect a tower for each man that joins us. I simply claim this one as your new leader. The backside of this page contains the following message, written in a different hand and weakly encoded by a basic cipher. Isk is no different from Tego. We will not trade one tyrant for another. We strike come midnight. His blood will be christened this place as Mio and Ko's Tower. Oh, it's a fun little bit. Mio and Ko's Tower, we'll see in a moment. Oh no, that just leads over to Tego's Tower. With all the traps and whatnot, so that's fine. We got this little bit over here. see you, little pillar. Leading me ever upwards. Ooh. Necropants. Exactly, AJ. Someone suspected a fight with me and resistance to poison. These wretched pants are cold to the touch. Faint whispers can be sensed in the peripheries of one's mind while wearing them. Needle-thin shards of Adra inside of the legwear poke into the wearer's flesh, forming a spiritual connection between them and the soul that is trapped within. When called upon, the imprisoned spirit manifests beside the pants to defend its wearer with all its might. These pants are not to be used lightly, as the only way for the soul within to be freed is if someone dies while wearing them to take its place. Whoever possessed someone to craft pants from the skinned legs of an armourer is a mystery that not even a whale could solve. Oh! It is just Aquaman-esque pants. Hang on, there was an achievement for wearing those pants with a certain necklace. Randy Orton pants, exactly. Oh, what was its name? I know it's in here somewhere. It might have been a piece I've dismantled at some point. I'll have to check the achievement list at some point. If I can't find them. I might have already dismantled whatever it is, but I won't dismantle these pants because there is an achievement linked to them. Very silly. Very silly. But each to their own. Someone will be just overjoyed they can make their character look as silly as possible. Or go for the whole wrestler look, is to be sure. Damn it. It's not the worst fall damage in the world. But it's certainly not the most generous neither. And this way. Right,
You
this will be the
figure
last
this
of
is
those.
the homestead Naguno told us about?
Another song reference from AJ. So future historians of the channel will be with you every step of the way and just be like, why doesn't Paro know shit about music? It's a good question, future viewer. He simply doesn't. Gently does it. Oh. Hello.
Holy gods! Someone actually came!
I did.
Please, you have to help my friends. They're gods. They're monsters.
Ah, that makes sense. By the looks of your homestead, your friends are dream thralls now.
They were good people. And I can't, I'm not... Their souls can't rest like this. And I'm not strong enough to put them down myself. Please, they didn't deserve... They were... My gods. How did this happen?
You might want to... Oh no, don't worry, I'll make it quick.
Thank you. You're a good person. Be better than me. Find me when it's over.
Aye, but...
Poor people. Let's end their suffering quickly.
Ooh, flammable bits of oil about. Sneakily does it. I can get one.
Lights are on my side.
I didn't know John Cena still wrestled. Thought those days were behind him. Since all the movie stuff started going on, but fair enough. Randy Orton's the one who like jumps off stuff, if memory serves. Again, never know much about wrestling, just very third-hand information on occasion. Like a special move that was some kind of drop attack, using video game terms. Cypher's bestowed focus. 5% damage reduction while your health is below 30%. Nah, it's not worth it. This ring was made centuries ago by an elf Cypher from Airglanfarth as a gift for the Delmagon she had fallen in love with. Cypher poured all of her affection and desire to keep her beloved Delmagon safe from harm onto this ring. As with all Cypher magic, the enchantment draws upon the soul of the wearer to activate. In this case, it draws upon the adrenaline and fear that all living things feel as they come closer and closer to death. Creating the ring took months of work, and when the Cypher finally went to gift it to her Delmagon paramour, found the sight of a most dreadful. Loggers had destroyed a section of the forest, including the Delmagon's home tree, causing her to warp into a twisted progress. Certain that their shared love would overcome even this horrid transformation, Cypher tried to reason with her now tainted beloved. It did not work. Well, sounds like a big deal for wrestling things then, AJ. Bad guy for the... I bet he had a lot of fun with that.
Who disturbs us? In the eyes, feed them to the earth. Coming from the right.
On your right, dear.
So quick. Sorry, Kai. There's still a few more about. Up and over.
A branch breaks.
Party in the brush. Burn to the right. For you.
Go where?
Watch the left.
Oh, big shield bash. Sorted. What else was around? Well, I'm glad that's to be enjoyed by all around then, AJ. It's lovely to hear. Is it actually his final run, or... I'm sure... Folks say that a lot in such professions and end up returning. Or has he just been very definitive about it this time? Hence the evil run, as it were. There's no way up into there, is there? No, okay. No sneaky bit round the side. Oh, nope, no there isn't. Nope, don't do it. Ah, fair play to him, fair play to him. Other dude's over there, okay.
I couldn't do anything. I'm gods. I'm useless. But you helped them. They can rest now.
He's okay.
How did you find us? What are you doing out here?
The captain's looking for you. He's getting the crew together for a reunion.
Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead.
You know, you're not the first one to say that, but he didn't seem to.
I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive?
One of them's promised.
Yeah, he would. He always trusted the captain.
Everybody loves a good redemption arc, so I'm with you there, AJ. I'm a big fan myself.
They were close. He doesn't act bright, but Tawe, He's canny. Something's going on.
Only one way to find out.
Maybe it's time to stop.
I mean, if the captain does try to kill them all in the middle of the tavern, I mean, there'll be people to see.
Turn and face things. Face Nagunu. All right. I'll go. I'll go to Thirdborn. As soon as I can find the courage.
You've got people looking out for you. Take courage in that.
Thank you all. I'll try.
Beautiful. We got one more to find. Which will be in this area. Which is either up here or up here. So let's head to this party camp. Chat with our companions. Then we'll push inward. I imagine it's not all going to be full. It'll be lots of mountain aside bits again, I assume. Oh, everybody's going to have stuff to talk about.
I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean.
Now, I've heard the term before. Especially in such performative mediums, it can be a real joy when folks really lean into the bad guy side of things.
But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die.
There's no good way to die.
Obviously, you've never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack.
You know, I should have guessed that's where you'd go with it.
I can only
Fair
hope
play.
that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley.
Oh. Wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom?
And don't you forget it.
Bless her.
But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy.
It's true.
Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about?
I think we're good for now.
How can I help, darling? Tired already, Envoy? Well,
Anything from you, Marius?
I need to go hunting. Right.
No. Haven't offered to train me, you son of a gun.
Thanks for talking.
Exactly.
Did you have many friends in Thirdborn?
Sure. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking, I only ever saw you with Tama.
Well, he led our patrols and defenses. We had a lot to talk about.
Did you and Tama spend all your time together?
Our whole squad was pretty tight-knit. We had to be to work as a team.
I just don't know how you would have had time for anyone else. Any potential partner would need to be pretty understanding.
In hindsight, I guess that clears up a thing or two.
Oh, well, that explains it. The tall, handsome, thoughtful man you are, of course you didn't have a partner.
I had a whole squad. I count myself lucky.
A whole squad? Well, that's a bit much, even for me.
Bless her
I thought
teasing.
you and Tama were just close, that's all.
He was a good friend and mentor to all of us.
I'm sorry for your loss then, dearie.
Thanks. I should probably, see to the file.
Giata, what's up?
Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint.
A big roster. Let's just hope they learn from that mistake, those trappers.
They have a second chance, which is more than most get. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes.
Aye, aye.
Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest.
And Kai.
I've been meaning to talk to you about Katoa and Hayako. I didn't think it was possible to talk them down, but you managed it. And you say more than their foolish hides.
How much harm could just the two of them have really done?
Plenty. Those two fought for Rawatai in the Deathfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adir finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remained secure and defended in their tower.
Who exactly were they?
Back in the rough country, they were part of the Rukapa, elite warriors in the service of the Ronganui himself. Our tall grass, in a way. They were always intense, but I never would have thought they'd go that far.
I've fault anyone for defending their home.
Nor I, but this goes beyond defense. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one.
We still haven't seen much of the Steel Garrote. They must already be at the temple. They'll pick a battle they can't win.
Or they'll have us fighting on too many fronts. Stunts like theirs will only draw the ire of the Steel Garrote, or the full force of the Adiran army if they push hard enough.
I'm afraid you're right.
Believe me, I want to be wrong about this. The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adir, it'll be someone.
Did you know each other?
Yeah, it was tough to see him like this. But I'm glad you didn't give him the heart. He's always been the toughest among us. And even if he won't admit it, he doesn't want anyone seeing him at his weakest.
Nah, the old fella.
But it's more important that he say his goodbyes. Properly.
I'm still conflicted about it, but it's done now.
It's hard to deny an old man his final wishes, but his aren't the only ones that matter.
Exactly.
More than anything, I'm glad Chico will get a little more time with him. Those final moments stick with you.
Good night, Kai.
Night, envoy.
Some upgrade. What can we do? Not much from our main stuff yet. Let's see what we can craft up. Haven't been getting much stuff, to be honest. Just do what we can. That's a decent chunk. Aha! Sword to level 3. An Adraban, which we've not got yet. Hey, that's how you wind out after a really hard conversation. You got to dink on your swords and your armor a little bit. Alright, this should be good for the rest of the zone. Not going to be able to upgrade them more here anyway. Alright, let's exit here. See if we can find this mine. Maybe swap to the other two for a moment. We're going to have to swap back to the other two again when we get to the archmage. Or maybe we do Giata and Yatsil. Giata's probably going to want to meet an archmage. But I like Kai being out in this area. In fact, Kai probably... I'm not doing it for... I'm enjoying Kai and Yatsil. I'll keep them. It's the nature of things. Oh, a dream.
Singing sand. We feel the essence seep from the ruins.
I know, we'll get there. As I look forward to these dreams, what's on your mind?
The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back.
Who's the lion?
What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride.
Surely Adir won't make the same mistake they did in Fior.
They burned us. They trampled over us. This
He is
their
AJ.
way.
Same thing in Mass Effect 1. I couldn't bring myself to put away Garrus or Rex.
We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other.
Is it camaraderie?
What began as a sapling grows, the branches spread. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this?
I don't know about as much about Kif bonds as anyone.
For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals?
It's simple. They love each other.
Still, the words eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you?
Ludwig and I knew each other. Wasn't my brightest moment.
Two mates fighting over the den. How is it possible?
Plant God is like, how?
I should not think on this.
Jack was great as well, yeah.
Clay.
There was a lot of great characters in that series as well. I really, really liked Zaid. I know he was kind of thrown in and the setup for his voice lines were different. But I'm really glad they got, before the voice actor died, they got a load of his stuff done in Mass Effect 3. And they even had like a throwback event for him in the multiplayer, which was really nice. But I love that tough and old merc.
A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live.
I mean, there were a couple that were clearly not as good as the others. Like, a lot of the human ones were just kind of... Like, Jack, I think, is much more of an exception to plenty of the humans, but... For the vast majority, especially compared to the wider video games as a whole, they all had something going on. Bane was pretty great.
How can it sprout? From what well does it spring?
From what well does love spring? Boy. You find strength in each other when you have nothing else. Nah, not as good as this one. There's just something to aspire to. Makes us better people.
Set apart from beasts. A calling beyond life and death.
You imagine.
We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Stop teasing me with a Dragons game. You've only mentioned one once before. But it's a fantasy role-playing game. At some point there'd better be dragon. I mean, there doesn't have to be a dragon. It's not a deal breaker if there isn't a dragon. But I'd love a bloody dragon. Let's see. Can I get to these mines through here?
Yeah.
Ah! More beetles.
How'd you do that?
Magic Kai. See, more goop on the walls. Must be a beetle thing. Make sure I reload that. Excuse me. Oh, Iroh was just a superb character, all in all.
I just got the sand out of my bag from my last trip.
Still plenty of him. Just going back on occasion certainly tears me up and doesn't take much effort. Absolutely fantastic. Good night. As time goes on, the older we get, I think his lessons are all the more important. Should rewatch that show again. It's been some years since I've done the full rewatch. Hello? Somebody up and around here.
Yeah.
Ooh, another bit of star metal.
So beautiful, isn't it?
I got 3 now.
Maybe someone back at Solace Keep could make us something
That
pretty.
screams there's 1 on each map, and we have 1 more piece to find on the next map. And then we can make fancy thing. Oh yeah, 100% AJ. From the vine. Oh. Noting that he's going around helping people. And that's what changed him throughout all the war, the loss of his son, and then just doing everything he can to help people from that point on. It's just, oh. Exactly. Beautifully done. But you get to see what the team do next. Apparently they're back together to do another story in that universe. With the original gang being a bit older. They said they recast a lot of them though. Not all of them, but a lot of them just so they would more accurately fit the nationality of characters. Which of course there's controversy about. But if it's the original creators, I think they have more claim to do so than anyone else. So I look forward to seeing what they eventually do. If it ever comes out and doesn't fall through. Hello, last person hiding in a cave.
How did you even find this place?
I like exploring, but your captain's looking for you.
Well, I don't smell his rumsick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work.
What? All 3 of them think he wants to kill him.
Go on, then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here.
I'm not. He wants to see you.
That old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years.
Yeah, I swear to God, if we go back to town and he tries to poison them all there, I'm going to be livid. I agree, AJ. Like, Korra was okay. But I think it's so hard when you compare it to the original. I'd have to think, what would it be like for someone to watch it without the original? But then you miss a lot of the, like, just tough, you know, characters from there, like Zuko as well.
The man's obsessed.
I think it was going to be impossible to follow it up, and it's so hard for a sequel to do so. Very rarely do they achieve, but again, it was okay. It was by no means horrendous, you know? So we'll have to see how they go. I'm hopeful. He's lovely.
Well, the old bastard needs to get himself a new hobby.
He's not trying to kill you.
That's the trouble. He's got one.
A new hobby.
He just wanted me to invite you and the rest of the crew for a drink.
That's funny. Now tell me what he really said.
No, that was the gist of it.
What did Toei and Koa say to that?
Toei's already on his way there.
Naturally. Toei never saw a boot he wasn't keen to lick. And Koa?
Hesitant, but I convinced him to go.
He's gotta be out of his mind. Well, my answer's the same either way. No.
Come on.
I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so.
I think you're making a mistake.
I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Well, we try. Are you sure?
Careful, Envoy, or I'll start to think you like me.
Would that be so bad?
I prefer my partners a little more available.
Very fair.
You're a busy man.
I'll leave without another
Goodbye.
word. She's asking me to...
You know, if you wish to cover the Zarit musk smell, I can craft a
look through the
perfume for you.
captain's things. Oh, 100% AJ. I loved that for him. I think that culminated with the, like, Swordmaster episode, kind of out of nowhere. And I love that as a new arc for him as well, to kind of be able to feel like he could give more to a fight. I think it was wonderfully done. Okay, other than our main quest, we got a nip down here for our offering. I think we do that by going back here. I just want to check this tiny spot, then cut straight down. Then we'll go back to Thirdborn, double check in here, maybe see if the old captain... I'm sure I read a journal or something, but nothing came across as alarming. No, I'm sure I'd have had some alarm bells going if anything was truly bad. think it was okay. I have a bit of ground to cover. Try to see if actually having the shield out increases my move speed, or if I just have to have it swapped in, but... Keep to the edge. Went in there. That's the bit I was missing. Okay, seems clear. We just have to head straight down then to the south. Nearly done, desert. Seems as though we're only going to the volcano area next. And then we'll miss out on snowy areas. So I don't know if they ever had plans for DLC for this game, or if maybe there's going to be a final surprise act. Exactly, it gave him value as well. Not just in terms of a plot device of value, but just true to the character as well. It was lovely to see. And unexpected at that point, he had been comic relief for so long. To actually have a bit of follow through was really cool. I think important too. Like, you don't have to have all these specific skills. You can find your own bearing and virtue and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Here we go, Kai.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? The booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy.
Exactly, AJ. They did. They really did. It made the show the better for it. Evening, Emilis. Welcome to the stream.
Now he's under a pile of rocks.
Honoured by those he served. As all fallen shoulders should be.
You're just making this more real. This is where you're supposed to distract me. Lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something.
I've borrowed enough comrades to know that nothing I could say would diminish your pain.
Well, you didn't have to give me the truth. There's something I didn't tell you. About Thomas' death.
Listen.
Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it.
No, and he died before you came back.
He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back.
Listen.
I walked away, Envoy. And I kept walking.
Wait, you never went back to Thirdborn at all?
Not since returning with you.
You didn't even go... Oh, shit.
Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn.
It was also clear that he loved you as well. Like, not just we're comrades in arms, best friends love. No, he loved you. He painted a picture of you. You can't beat yourself up over it forever.
Don't sell me short, Envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, Yahtzee, it's felt easy. Too easy.
Andrew, the good old days? Thomas squad?
Yeah, and that worries me. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around.
Sounds lonely.
Better than the alternative. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most.
You were hurt and afraid. Have a little self-compassion.
Self-compassion? That's a balm for outbursts and hangovers. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it.
Relationships are about sticking around, making things right.
Except he's gone. There's no making it right. I gotta own that.
You made his memory a burden. There's no way to love him or honor his sacrifice.
What? No, I didn't.
Are we having hardship today? Tell me yourself how rarely you talk about him.
He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that?
Show yourself the kindness he'd have shown you. What'd he say?
He'd tell me to pull my head out of the muck and look to what's ahead. That I messed up, but that's no reason to keep messing up. And he'd probably do it over a cup of his awful merc brew. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him.
Let's fix that.
One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done, I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this.
What are you thinking now?
Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier.
Yeah.
Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote.
Oh, it's a good plan. I'm glad for you.
I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.
Oh. No worries, Emilis. Enjoy your fighting. May you get many guns. I would have to know more to make that comparison, AJ, but I trust your words for it. Alright, let's go hand in these to Inferbot and go investigate this captain's log. Maybe there was something I missed, and either we can warn the other two people the captain is in fact going to kill them, or we can go back to the lady in the hills and be like, hey, he's actually fine. First to the bounty man.
Who needs fabric?
Do I have anything to sell?
Oh, you're back.
What have we got? What have we got? Some stones. And that's about it. Excuse me. Hajime.
Oh, you're... What
Got another bounty. Captain Tego.
One less thing for me to work? Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
Bless him. How funny would it be if he literally just thumped T-posed onto the ground? Races of Bloodletting. 10% parkour speed. And hit steal 5% bonus bleed damage. How'd they look? Pretty unique. Not for me, but pretty unique. The morbid design on these braces calls to mind bloody slices across flesh. Favoured by professional killers and murderous wretches alike, they are host to a vicious enchantment. They fill the wearer with not only violent intent, but also an uncanny intuition of where to strike their foes to cause the most grievous wounds possible. Ah, I see. An apt comparison then, it seems, AJ. Right, let's go see if we can find any dirt on this old captain.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs.
Oh no, it's too late.
Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
I don't have the constitution. Shuffing.
And then, in the dead of night, 1,000 soldiers descended upon them.
Crap. I wanted to investigate first. I didn't find a journal or anything, though. They're having a drink. Wait, she said there was a lighthouse. I haven't seen a lighthouse anywhere. Unless it was somewhere behind that I never got to. Hang on. I don't see a lighthouse. Alright, let's see what we've done.
My favorite envoy, thank you for bringing us back together.
I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one.
Shy's not the word I'd use.
I suppose she's rather a bit more intense.
She is.
Ruthless, I'd say. Principled.
I miss her. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up without drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum. I can't have much. I get queasy.
There you go.
Excellent, excellent. Here, Envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to.
To old friends and times gone by.
To old friends.
To times gone by. I wish Rwanda were here. Just let me drink.
Drink. Drink!
No! Back!
I didn't think the rum was that bad.
Oh my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic.
Alright, shitbird.
Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always
You
goes
can't-
straight to his head.
You can't think that's gonna...
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, Envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
Wait, what happened here?
I think we should get out of here before the Tiranui hear about this.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder, bless
No, I can't let you get away with this. I'm robbed. Shit nuggets. Fuck. I'm livid. Where was my hint? Where was my answer? There was no... Did I read a book and ignore it? Did I find evidence and not remember it? I just took a man to his death.
Well, so what are you gonna do to impress him?
Oh, I'll balance my dagger's palm with my finger.
Barkeep, I had naught to do with it. God damn it.
Stay safe out there.
There's no book about. I investigated every building.
Oh, it's you.
There was no lighthouse. This is the kind of thing, if I was ever to replay the game, I would be searching high and low for. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. I need to go tell the other one. I need to go tell his friend. You are absolutely right. He did kill the other one. It's my fault, but I don't... Like, where was the trade-off? Where was the... Other than the two of them who weren't kissing his ass, being afraid he was trying to kill them, there was no indication he was actually trying to kill them. How was I to know? He just seemed lonely. Yes, his voice never changed its cadence, and was always talking in a upper singly tone, where he was very merry and happy and eager to be reunited with his friends. But surely that's not a death flag. Damn it, where's this entrance? I need to let her know. I need to see if anything changes or she wants revenge, because then I need to help her. My blood is boiling. I'm so angry. If I get up here and she's somehow dead too, I'm going to be even worse. Now, I tend to find playing FPS games on the PC with a controller is a lot more fun and relaxed than really going at it with mouse and keyboard these days. I tend to do the same. Exactly, AJ. I should have just seen it coming, but I didn't. She's gone! Envoy. He was like a brother to me and I failed him. A better friend would have prevented his death or joined him. I can't bring him back, but I can feed Nagoon's body to the gulls. It's more than he deserves. The time comes to fight for Freeling and Vans. I hope I'll fight by your side. Runaga. That's a very kind note. She didn't say, fuck you, Envoy, for not protecting him. She was like, I could have done something. Back to the pub. Back to the pub. We need to know. You just turn that sensitivity all the way up and then you lean into the relaxed nature of it. Don't be sweating on your controller. Just be there to enjoy the shoot. Huh?
The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding.
They found him dead in the lighthouse.
When he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
Huh.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrion spies?
Immediate validation. Fantastic. Right, how did I get up to this lighthouse? Is it that? And if so, how to... Fucking ladder. Ladder I never saw. God fudging. I'm livid. I just didn't see this ladder. It's meticulously researched book details the deadly flora of the living lands, covering everything from the hallucinogenic properties of the Spallings to aphrodisiac preparation of skeleton venom, the toxic secretions of Delmagan. Chapter on Shatterscarp is heavily dog-eared, and the preparation of coral evening-tide mushroom distillate has been circled several times. Effects include an impending sense of doom, dry mouth, and heart rupture, followed by internal exsanguination. A note slipped inside reads, "You get 2 more weeks with this one, Nagoon, and that's it. Someone else deserves a turn. Tiranu Hajime." So we could have come here, read that it was researching poisons, found this vial of poison. Where's my last save game? It would have to be this far back. No. We live with our consequences. A man is dead. But Ronga came and got him. She came and delivered justice. Just because I missed a single ladder. God damn it. It is my fault, AJ. I was not diligent enough. I missed this ladder. I missed it. I walked past here at least 4 times. If I wasn't streaming, I might actually have reloaded that. Or maybe I'm just growing up a little bit. Maybe I am accepting the consequences now. It's like Baldur's Gate 3 where you're reloading a save every 5 bloody minutes. I'm not as bad as my sister. My sister reloads to get the ideal outcome for every conversation and the potential path they lead down. She gets very in the weeds with it. Which means, as much as she loves RPGs, it takes her forever, bless her. Still loves them, though. It mixes for me. If I'm, like, chatting to a character and I make a choice, I'll live with it unless it feels like the dialogue or options I picked don't reflect how things turned out. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes in games, it'll have, like, words on the screen to reflect what you're saying, but then your character says something completely different. I think Dragon Age 3 did a lot. I think it was Dragon Age 3 did a lot of that. It used to really piss me off. Okay, we have all the frosty bits down there. But then there's also this building. And there's also climbing up all of this thing. Let's go work our way to our frosty ice mage then. Aye, when it comes to RPGs, absolutely. Exactly, Baldur's Gate, especially when there's the dice roll nature of it, and unlike actual D&D, you're just quick save, quick load, quick save, quick load, over and over and over again. Oh, hello.
Beware, Outlander. A fiend haunts these lands of such beauty and terror that a mere glance could unravel your courage.
I'm well aware. Rimgrin?
Yes. A cold heart beats in her chest, starved of love or mercy, like the frozen breath of Rimagond. Do not seek her out. Spare yourself my awful fate.
What awful fate? You seem fine.
Well, I don't feel fine. I sought the archmage to conquer my fear of death, to keep Berith at bay. But Ringrim, her help came at a terrible cost. She showed me how I'm going to die. And it's more awful than I could have imagined. I'm going to be trampled to death by wild horses. I have yet to see a horse in the living lands, but that just means they could be around any corner.
I mean, death finds us all eventually. There's power in knowing how it'll happen.
Are you trying to cheer me up? Because, well, maybe it worked a bit.
Oh, good. I respect that, AJ. It depends on the severity of the moment. Like that right there, that happened. Again, if I was streaming, I don't know if I'd resisted the urge to just power through and not reload, but...
Oh, good. Someone who can understand.
There's also,
your
again,
handling, Envoy.
something to be said for accepting those outcomes. I think playing more and more D&D over the years has helped with that.
Now be gone, Outlander. Guard your mind and soul, for the Archmage of Terror haunts the living lands.
I like how much fun the voice actor had with that.
Beware.
So again, we haven't seen a horse in this entire game either. You should be fine. You are not going to get trampled by a herd of horses. It's very, very, very unlikely to happen to you. My legs! Okay, so there's the bit in there, and then there's the icy bit. Let's head to the icy bit first. Goddamn healers. Uh-oh. Oh, nicely done, you two.
Ringrim seems fun.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to.
Speaking of voice actors having fun.
If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringrim character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
No, it's not the arch of frozen bodies just clawing inside. Look at all those hands and the way they're stretching and clawing around the entrance. Surely that's not a bad feeling, Kai. That's straight up just bad.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us.
That's worrying. Can you dispel this magic?
Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage.
I imagine so, AJ. There's the showing of consequence and choices way down the line. I think that makes it all the more impactful. What matters is the garden and getting there before Ludwig.
Precisely. Chances are we'll die. But if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
Yatsley, you must have been a Rawatayan admiral in a past life.
Let's get going.
No, wait.
And stay close.
Think they're welcoming us?
Well, hang on. Before we go in, there's still the fortress nearby.
Even more bodies. How gauche.
Just on the gravestones, there are bodies kneeling in front of what seems to be their gravestones. Terrifying. Corrupted Adreth and bits and bobs.
Yeah.
There was still that chest in the centre of another part of the zone that we still haven't found how to open.
No more.
Hmm?
Please.
Hello?
I just want to sleep. You see that too, right? The ice. You see it?
Yes. Ice is shaped like people.
Our deaths reaching for us through the ice and time. I know because she told me. The archmage whispered something to me, but I don't remember what. And I'm not sure I want to either.
Terrifying.
She's broken all of us. Even the Zoribs. Poor bastards.
Not the lizards! I knew the Adiran Temerti was talking about.
Adiran? Wasn't I? I've been so busy with the Zoribs. They're smarter than we think. There was one with the most beautiful spear. I wanted it. I told the archmage. She said.
It's possible the ice is just an illusion.
No. I hear it. I've heard it whisper under the skin. Our deaths come courting. But I want the Zorib spear.
It can be both, AJ. It can be both ways.
Death. I don't know what to do. Oh, I haven't slept in so long. Did you see its spear? Something beautiful in this cold dark.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen a spear.
The ice takes everything in the end. Oh, I can hear it calling even now.
Spear. Zorip's spear.
Yeah.
All of her ice is like entwining bodies and souls. I suppose when you mix ice and illusion magic, that's just a really cool effect, though. Way to go about it. Yeah, look, it's all that way. That really makes your big ice archmage stand out. Run back this way. I just need to get up and head into the other ruin that we haven't been in yet before we go and see it. There we are. Hop. Assumably there was a way over. That way. Right, am I going the right way? I am. It's blocked, game. Up and around. Hello, note. A note is affixed to this statue. They're actually legible despite its clear age. Alright, if you come back, know that I broke your statue on purpose. It's because you were an idiot and should be punished. Not for your ridiculous quest. Demeter would still be here. He went out there because of you, so I'm destroying your statue. Got a terrible eye for proportions anyway. Very silly. I hear you, shiny noise. I'm coming, treasure. I know, I love a game that lets me book it while wearing full plate. It feels good. And the Hoarder's note. The handwriting in this note is cramped, ugly, and almost unreadable. Only a few sentences are legible. Rogan's trinkets. They're going to be worth something one day, though. Just have to wait. Let the demand grow. Hopefully no one will find my collection before then. And we do! Ooh, the Emerald Eye.
That looks like a piece of
the last piece of our god totem for this area. Lovely. Doesn't look like we're getting on top of that. I'm glad I came back here to check, though. That's very important. Ow! Right, book it. We'll get towards the entrance. We'll take a quick bio break, because I don't know how much longer it's going to be once we get inside. But I do need a moment before we do. Nope, too far around. There we are. Nothing supply and demand predates crypto, to be fair, AJ. It's just, I'm going to hoard all this shit, hide it in a box and wait. Surely no one in these lands of adventurers and crazy things happening
So lifelike.
will stumble upon my
Poor
chest.
bastards.
Right, do a quick save. A quick save as opposed to a quick save, you know what I mean? Alright. Just going to take a quick bio break then, and then we will go and meet this archmage. Surely it won't end in blood and death. One can only hope. But stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. See you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. It's been a pretty solid OST so far. Glad you're enjoying it. Alright, you two looking at me absent-mindedly. Let's get her going. To the archmage. This can only go well. Oh, it's got its own artwork. Oh no.
Oh, I thought Ringworm was all about illusions. This place is cold.
It was my fault.
Ringworm's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we?
It's making my sword too shiny. Sudden blizzard in the middle of the desert. Oh boy.
Oh, what a frosty welcome.
Okay.
I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? It's just a trick, Convoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
The Aurora Borealis is here. Push forward. It's like that bit at the end of Journey. Climb the mountain. Just a little bit, AJ. Just a little bit of that cold shoulder. Let's see when we meet her.
Ah, visitors.
Oh.
Do you know what this moment calls for?
Oh no.
That lingers
Mm-hmm.
You wish to find me in my tower. You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
Whoa. Oh, that's
We
pretty
gotta
cool.
Get into that tower? I hope Yatsley brought her ladder.
There's got
What
to be a
fun
way.
design.
Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in a dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic.
Is this a whole ass map bit? Oh, it's got its own little map bit. Not a lot.
Could we sing to them?
There's no Sapadal you could try.
What, like it's hard?
Ooh. Is the loot an illusion? Seemingly no, but I remain skeptical.
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put this statue back together again.
It's an anime I intended to try at one point and never got around to. Oh shit.
Just the thing to brighten up the place.
Always skeletons.
Right flank.
Ow. Get out of it.
Next one's mine. It burns!
Stop healing the elemental skeleton. It's alright, we all burn together, it's fine. Yep.
What am I hitting?
They won't get
Reengrim is a show-off.
You just want me to build a statue?
Here it comes.
I mean, we can try. Give me a moment, make sure we're not missing anything.
Ready, aim.
Side spiders. Oh, ice spider. Oh, no, it's a skeleton, not an ice spider.
That's done.
Another glorious.
Look, like it's hot.
It's meant to indicate the colour of loot, AJ, but it doesn't always. If there's a unique item, it tends to get it, but sometimes it can just mean a lot of materials from one rarity lower. But again, when it's a unique piece, it tends to be purple. Sorry, tends to be yellow.
That's done. Child's play.
But again, not every time. Ah! Suddenly, in the drink. What the fuck? Sure, that looks fine. What? Terrifying. Really cool though. Really cool design. Feels like optional path. Where are my friends gone? You spooky red everywhere. Where's this even taken me? Just somewhere else.
Keep quiet.
Where am I now? Oh, I'm behind the other door. No, that's all the way up there. Am I? So much of it. Ah, spider!
Show me what you got.
Why? Why would you do that, game? Stop it!
Anywhere.
Stop!
On your right.
But now there was a whole other portal in that underwater portal bit. There was a whole other direction. Opened the door. Oh, an angry face in the walls. Yes, lovely angry faces. Oh no. It's all a lot, isn't it? Okay, so do we follow the angry faces or what's up here? It's a different red bit. No, it's the same red bit. I just didn't loot the other corpse. Okay, okay.
The village wanted so badly to do the
Wait,
right
where am I
thing.
now? Maybe this is necessary. Maybe it wasn't optional. Maybe this is where there's bits for that statue.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it.
Oh, hey, Mercer.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die.
What's happened? Are you okay?
The other villagers, they want me to give them the Adra piece. They say it'll save us. But if they take it, I'll die. And I don't want to die. Please.
Either they're not really here, or we're not.
Maybe we're not real. You mean the stone head?
I was dying before I found the Adra piece, but it's been keeping me alive. I can't go far from it. If I do, it begins to hurt again.
Who are you?
I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Adra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away.
Keep it?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wait. I hear screaming.
I didn't actually interact with the thing yet. I don't know if I need it.
No. What's happening to the village?
Oh, no.
Everyone's sick. Oh, God. No. It's too late. It's far too late. We're doomed. What have I done?
He's gone, and I guess I take the head.
That poor man. Was he a real...
This decapitated head of a statue is gorgeously sculpted, but eerily lifelike.
real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
Okay, that's the head, but there's also a hand. The book is a slim, vellum-wrapped notebook with deckled edges. Most of the pages are a smear of ink, but there's a single coherent section. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp and the land fertile and its people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that winter would not come. But when the statue was shattered, the winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. Scribbled in the margin next to that paragraph is what appears to be a critique left by the author. Probably should have made that rhyme. Oh well. So the other bit must be... There's now a red light. Don't know why. But it'll be in that portal we found before and just go the other way. Yep, there we go. Yep. This is all very good and nice and normal. Oh, there's nothing else in this direction. Double check through this one. Seems clear. Maybe the statue was already missing a hand then. Or just didn't have a hand.
Looks like that piece you found fits in this statue.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story. Let's take another look at that book of yours. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself.
Is she threatening us?
She's an archmage. She doesn't have to threaten people. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Oh no, there was more. Got the head. There is a heart and a hand. Ah, the game is now directing me. Very good. How did I miss the cave going downwards? Oh, more red lights. So many potions.
This one's mine.
Why? Get parried, spider. Okay, not too bad so far, not too bad. Angry red dead ice. Really, a lot of work for this archmage. It's like in D&D when you get access to a wizard tower. You want to make that shit look good. Put the time in. Make it unique and stand out to all your mage friends.
What, like it's hard?
Good luck.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
The Adra heart.
The heart of stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Sculpture of a heart carved from a single piece of Adra.
Then I'll let you hold it.
Well, I like it.
Mangled statues and bitter fables. None of this comes from a healthy mind. Or soul.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where.
Just the hand left.
Stand back.
More ghosties.
We've got company!
Oh, he's so knackered. That's alarming. Joffing statue holding an apple bursting through the wall. What appears to be a halo around its head.
Oh no, you don't!
Not much spider all of a sudden. Open the way, that's all. Oh, angry red bits. Alarming.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
There's the hat. We have everything now. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
Keep your guard up. Let's get this over with.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters. Yes.
Quick save. Because this looks like a hell of a drop. Oh, not dead. Somebody did. Especially in full plate, that should have been dead. Straight to the bottom, kaput. I've never had to make much use of the environmental aspects of, like, put a bit of ice on the ground to create a layer of thing to stand on. I kind of wish the game had done a little bit more with that.
We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
So excited. Oh. Touch the statue.
Off we go.
Ah, purple. And we're in the tower.
Here goes. Whatever happens, I hope it leaves our parts intact.
And we do a save. Alright.
We're going into an archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Oh, at least exciting.
It could be both. Oh, fancy big room. Oh, look at that! The hands clawing around the pillars with a screaming face. What an impressive design to scare people as they first enter the room. Very nice. Not my aesthetic, but sure.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
So much for hospitality.
Damn arrogant mage.
All that noise necessary.
Necessary. Right, we'll try and fight your skeletons more quietly. Could have sat quietly by the door. Being healed already. Damn skeleton priests! Just blame yourself! Oh, I need more mana. Beautiful. Right.
Next one's mine.
Oh, there's always free waves, isn't there? Rules are free, always, video games. Wrong button, but it's fine. Sorry, Edsel. I take it back, there's a fourth wave! Goddamn ice magic. Oh, good miss. Son of a bitch. We done now? Oh, good. Anything else in your little lair before we talk? Ruminations on the Hand Occult. Hand Occult appears to be hiding something. Although in all honesty I'm beginning to lose interest in figuring out what. The information is scant, the representatives few in number, and there are only so many decades one can spend scrutinizing a single cipher before one grows bored. But I wonder why they've been so careful about the documentation. I appreciate good note-keeping as much as the next scholar, but their obsessiveness feels entirely too purposeful. Maybe I'll pick this up in a few years. Wonder if that's potentially teasing something down the line, if not something in the game itself. An angrily scrawled note in Ringrim's handwriting, accompanied with a few musical notations and a doodle of the archmage looking infuriated. Music. Not worth it. 20 years of practice and I can't play worth a damn. I probably need someone to help you, like, you know, learn it. I'll just be good at everything. Archmage. Such is hubris. Hastily written note in Ringram's handwriting affixed to the bottom of the glass case. Autopsied far too many of these things. No sign of them being the source of the dream scourge. Which makes no sense whatsoever. Let's keep looking. Fun few months, though. I mean, it's fine. Didn't have to just assume the plant people created the plant disease. In theory, she's looking for the same things we are. Be some more. Sometimes I wish I hadn't left Admes company so early. I would have told him I was wrong, that he had a point about drawing one's line in the sand. He was an example to his people, both in metaphorical and the literal sense. I suspect Adir regrets Admes' death, with how it transformed him from a man to a symbol. The war would have ended differently had they courted him to their side. I suspect. I'm glad they failed to realize that I am glad. And I am glad that Admef's legacy remains. Oh, button. Speculations on the Rotyans. History tells us that the people we now call Rotyans immigrated from the Deadfire Archipelago after a massive cataclysm shook the region. I do not believe this to be the result of any natural disaster. The Huana tribes had, and have, safeguards to protect themselves from even the worst storms and volcanic eruptions. Sanctuary isles, fleets of rescue ships, and a culture of resettlement, to name a few. So what, I wonder, would scare so many of their brethren away? And where can I get my hands on it? I'm going to save before going into this room, because I imagine she won't want us in this room and might get very upset.
I never thought the storm-lashed shores of Rawatai would seem so welcoming.
Monarch Skin Grimoire. Ooh, big buff on the ability cost and cooldown. Freezing Pillar, Arcane Seal, Missile Salvo. An unmistakable chill rises from the pages of this white leather-bound grimoire, with small clumps of albino fur still clinging to it. There are clear signs of wear, not to mention the remains of a few pages that seem like they may have simply disintegrated over time. The remaining pages are so densely covered in a thin, manic script that the parchment beneath them is barely visible. Amidst the inky madness are sigils and runes that an accomplished wizard can use to channel powerful magic to bring their foes to an early, frozen grave. Fancy book. Witch dreams. Conceptually speaking, witch sounds ridiculous. Little furry-eared Orlan girls transforming into monsters. Surely it'd be adorable. Reality is a much dour thing. I wish more could have been done for the witches, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, and that the Deerwoodians would have listened to reason. But fear creates monsters of everyone, including those who should know better. Brief thoughts on animancy. Oh, I don't have a bone in that skeleton. I am pleased to see the reinvigoration of animancy. Idia's outlawing of the practice seemed a provincial move, the actions of a people afraid of their own shadows. I don't know where animancy will lead, but I certainly know it cannot reach its full potential if it's strangled in the crib. A fair point.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me borrow some?
She's so hopeful. St. Wydim was venerated as a holy person, but honestly, the man was a bit of a dick. Those touched by the gods often seem to be. I wonder if it's hubris to them believing they're superior to their brethren because they have had contact with the numinous, or if it's because divinity is a contagion, transforming those it touches into arrogant bastards. And why is this one so shiny? Saving again, I'm just panic saving. Dear Ringrim, quick question. What am I to you? The reason I ask is, after I sent you an invitation to my birthday celebration, you sent me a dead mouse, then a dead cat, then a dead dog, and recently a very pungent antelope. Not that I mind, Ilya and the archmage who responded, much less sent a gift. But the corpses of increasing size raise a few questions. Are we friends? Lovers? Mortal foes? Because I'm open to anything. Feel free to keep sending me dead things, but maybe include a letter next time. I'd love to hear from you. Your best, friend, Tane, Archmage, author of Tane's Celtic Orb. Why does it have a glowy seal on it? Ah, not quite. I like that a lot, though. Alright, I've read all your books. Hello, Ringrim.
Oh.
Whoa.
Look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book.
The ice crown on the head. The taped shards of ice to the shoulder are an interesting design. So many runic tattoos.
A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
I mean, that's what we're here to find out, Sepulda.
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
What was all that about?
I needed you to understand me, yourself, and the gravity of our collective situation. Well, your situation. I'm mostly just an interested observer. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before.
Well, let's be honest about it then.
What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle?
Casualties are inevitable.
Spoken like a war criminal.
Hmm?
Well done. Yes, when there is a tectonic shift in history, people always die. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege.
A fair point.
The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones.
And you want us to do the same?
If it comes to it, yes. I hope you'll choose pragmatism over sentimentality. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand?
Yeah, I think so. You're preparing me for something.
For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you.
Okay.
I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path.
Well, shit. If you don't, Ludwig will come here and tear away in.
Somehow I don't think that's happening. The Death Guard might certainly try, but... no. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever.
Hence the intrigue to you.
No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry.
I mean, at least you said sorry. Said that I was a godlike of an unknown deity. That isn't true.
Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it.
Living Lands is a god named Sapalda, and I am their godlike.
Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know.
New intel's the key here. New intel.
I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel.
I thought you were sealing it. Then let me in. You can have the ruins, and I can find the way to the garden.
Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study.
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see.
Fair enough. You're not shocked about the discovery of a new god?
A little, yes. Mostly I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late.
What severed the Adra here from the rest of the world?
A good question, with possibly worrying answers.
Severing Adra like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though.
Wodica probably had something to do with it. You're not interested in the garden yourself?
If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it.
Fair point. Thank you, Archmage.
My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you.
The honor was mine.
Yes, it was. Not many meet one of us archmagi these days. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins.
I wonder what Giata would have said being here.
You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
Oh, she'll be thrilled.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
First time Yatsil's been flustered.
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells.
God.
They grow up so fast.
Oh, dear. One important question before I go. I know where the ruins are.
I assume you want directions to the ruins. The ruins are far in the northwest.
No, I already know.
The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Yeah. Jump where? Alright, well, thank you for your time.
And off we go. That did just happen, right? I didn't imagine it.
Nope, we're all hallucinating together.
Reingrim liked me? And my spellcraft!
Wonder how easily that could have turned to a fight.
And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
I can only see a little bit. We worked well together as a team. If you were facing an archmage and lived.
You were incredible. Thank you for trusting me.
Of course.
I'm just glad we're all still in one piece.
Yes, and I must say, your strength is remarkable. We couldn't have done it without you. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
For now.
And there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
You watch, we'll walk out of here and immediately there will be Ludwig and a fire. I like that a lot, though. Its own little internal dungeon. Some mini puzzles to do. It's always fun meeting giant mages of the world. In any RPG. Sell some of the exceptional and fine stuff. Doing alright there. Right, there's a treasure map. Got to take those back to Sansa, which we can do at the end. I think we'll do more main quest first next time. See where it takes us. And then when, like last time, as we start opening up to the zone after, then we Google the treasure map. Because again, in the desert, there's too many possibilities that I'm not there. At least today, I'm not there for. And the other one is just going back to Paradise real quick. But again, I want to do that when the story is bumped forward here, because we might have something to report to the ambassador and try and slap him. And the totem we can restore at the start of next stream, because what we'll do, at the start of next stream, we will head over to a camp. I head here, and when we start next stream, we can go to a camp and jump back again. Probably be the easiest way to do it.
The magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Stay sharp. The path to the ruins is swarming with dream thralls.
Yes, we have said this before. Alright. With that then, folks, I will say for now, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Help push the video through the algorithm. More folks come hang out, play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays we're at 9 AM GMT with World of Warcraft, and between 4 and 6 in the evening we start up with other games. You can find playlists to all of those games we've already covered right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. Just got to tab along past videos to that playlist section, have a gander. So until next time folks, much love, take care, and bye bye.